Quo Vadis, where are we going in the private school Odyssey? Good morning, friends. My name is Cheng. I'm from the Methodist Council of Education. It is my privilege this morning to be able to share with you on the private education opportunities and challenges in the new norm. First, I'd like to record my thanks to UBSM for inviting me to share in this Digital Education Odyssey 2.0. I like the word Odyssey because it connotates two important words that I'd like to share this morning. First is it connotates the word long, and second, the word eventful. So as we consider the ongoing effect of the pandemic of the COVID-19, it is indeed a long and eventful event for most of us. It is an odyssey for us, long and eventful. On the onset though, I like to say that at the end of the journey there is hope. I like to take a standpoint of an optimist and declare that the future is bright. This is because I view that we are in the season of a pandemic. As in all season, things will change in due time. And as in all season, we change or we adapt our way according to the season. However, in this season of pandemic, there are two guidance or attitude with the letter E that I like to just share this morning. First, in the things that we cannot control, we accept the situation variance permutation and we try to learn to better manage it. Second, in the things that we can control, we look at the constancy of what is good, what is reliable, and we strive to do better to expand on it. So we expect the situation variance permutation, and at the same time we expand the constancy, what we can do and what we can do best. I'm sure over the course of two days, much has been said about the impact of COVID-19 on the field of education. I just want to add this personal observation. COVID has indeed thinned the disposable income, and parents are more conscious, not only at entry point about their affordability, but also on the long run about their sustainability in financing their children's education. So it is for them indeed an odyssey, a long and eventful one, and they would want to end the journey well. So we have seen, I personally have seen the increase in requests from parents for payment plans, for fee discount, bursary to cover school fee. And this situation variants have indeed permutated before us. Even as we consider this permutation of event, I like to draw us to some constancy in private education that we can depend and improve on. If you look at this chart, over the last 8 years, we can see that private education have indeed increased, but it have grown to probably a stagnation, and if over the last 2 years, we can say that is a decline. But notwithstanding this, there are two fundamental truths that has been holding out all this while. If I can call these two fundamental truths. First is that private school is seen as a platform to add value to the delivery and quality of relevant skill in the school curriculum. And second, private education is perceived by most parents as providers that have offer a holistic curriculum and better facilities. It is based on these two truths, that there is a call for public and private partnership for us to establish this partnership, aiming for an interchange of strength and improving and leveraging on each other's strength to improve in areas such as what we can see: STEM education, usage of technology in the co-K and sport and arts area, building characters and value, and developing English proficiency. So we can say that private education do have a significant role in partnering with public school in improving the overall Malaysian education landscape. In the recent ISC white paper, 10 consideration by parents in choosing private education was outlined. This is what I categorize broadly as the constancy or area of opportunity that we can look at and expand and improve upon it. First, of course, there is this fundamental that of course private education is a service that you pay, so cost is involved, and how affordable you price your service is very important. The fee point is where a parents can come in and afford education is something that we have to consider about. And as parents feel the pinch of in the cost, they will scrutinize the value that they get for their children. And of course, we see that the teacher to student ratio is important. The better invested class, the diversity in the subject that is offered, and of course the added advantage of the curriculum in terms of dual language and STEM education, and the environment which most parents look for, an environment that is conducive, safe, clean, and one that instills discipline. Of all this constancy, one constancy that stands out for me is the brand and ethos. It is quite interesting that parents do give consideration, and private schools are chosen because of the brand and ethos it stands for. Allow me at this point to share about Wesley Methodist School, where I come from. So we have 6 schools across the nation in Penang, Ipoh, KL, Klang, Bandar Seri Coalfield, and Seremban. What we do stress is the ethos that we bring about to the student. Allow me at this point to share a corporate video where you can see the glimpse of the emphasis that we put on the ethos of our school. Why we place importance on the ethos of the school is that we feel that this is an important area that will resonance with the belief of the parents have for the end journey of their child. Apart from the given academic excellence and diversity in extracurricular achievement and offering, we focus on character building, and this is one important building block of our school. Our core values that we want to instill in our students as they pass the corridors of our school are God-centeredness, respect for life, integrity, and excellence with humility. This is what I call comprehensiveness in the education that we give to the children. And in it is important that we want our child to aim their journey well in terms of competitiveness, but the constancy that we strive to do better is the comprehensiveness of the student at the end. And it is what I think most parents will resonate well, and they believe that they want a balance of both competitiveness and comprehensiveness in their children education. For the next two slides, I'm going to share with you how Methodist Council of Education are moving forward. Let me just broadly share, these are some of the points that we are looking, or constancy that we are looking as we look for opportunity to improve. First is that in the light of the situation of the variance permutation, in the things that we cannot control, we recognize that change are inevitable, but we are looking at how we can improve on the mode of learning, how we can form new partnership, how we can venture more elaborately on the remote and on hybrid learning. In the area of environment, we are looking not just only to invest in the infrastructure and devices, we're also looking to upskill our staff so that they can also upskill and reinvent the way they deliver their service. And of course, this is actually very important also to look into the change of perspective, how the mindset of teacher and how the students are being influenced, and of course the resources that is being put in as students and teachers adopt virtual learning. For us in the Council of Education, or Methodist Council of Education, we want to move forward, and I started with the question, Quo Vadis, where are we going? So this will be our journey guided by these three pillars in terms of leadership and purpose. We want flexibility and effective communication across all our schools. We also are guided by the pillar that we want to improve in our technology and reach. That is, we need to invest in IT and the infrastructure and devices. And not only on this pillar of hardware, we also look at the pillar of people and mindset. We want to upskill our teacher and form new partnership. I'm praying that our Odyssey will have a bright future, and I hope the same for you. So this is my short sharing, and I just thank you for your time and attention. Thank you.